Y'all, I didn't press record because this shit just jump scared the fuck out of me. I was I just hit start game and this bitch jump scared the fuck out of me and I wasn't even recording it. Now my dumb ass, I thought this was just gonna be a regular ass like visual novel shit. What is this? The Emigrande Mansion? What does it want me to do? So it says auto next. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Emigrande of Luxembourg. Ooh, let me not do auto. Cut that off. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to help anyone in need. Load, journal, relationship, mention tree. Okay, so it says I'm in control. Under the influence, under their influence and wealth, what was once a small sleepy village grew into a prosperous, bustling town. However, the sessions eventually ended with the good nobles perished at the hands of the Great Plague. Their riches and legacy henceforth passed to their only child, Lady Charlotte. The mansion has stood since the 1620s, a witness to the very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. And that is when it began. Surrounding villages spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, cries and howls that filled the night, and here's tale of a mysterious woman roaming the hollow halls aimlessly. How would y'all know that if y'all wasn't sneaking in that bitch? People who dare enter its walls were simply never heard from again. Even after 400 years, these stories remain much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legends, its curse, falls upon the villagers' ears. Still falls upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard for the truth, they had Blair Realty Corporation place the property back on sale. Like Pandora's box, the secrets that lie inside await to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. So is the bitch haunted for real? Good luck. Isabella.
Hello? Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
A familiar jittery voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose! I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter?
I love when y'all read for me.
It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get
I
here.
wasn't going that bitch till she got there.
This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
Jeez, never mind those rumors.
House.
Ghosts aren't real after all.
I ain't finna say that because you never say never.
And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that! They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
I agree with that. Like, I'll fuck with a haunted house. I'll be like, damn, this shit nice, but also depends on the rumors. If it's like the Haunted Mansion at Disney World, yeah, I'll fuck with that. If it's the murder house from American Horror Story, y'all can go to hell.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a
She's the
sofa.
realtor.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one.
That was one time, Isabella. Listen up. Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
You better be able to find the bitch when we get
Fine,
there.
fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Is she a student? Like, if her friend's a realtor, she gotta be the
Okay,
teacher.
see you.
She got on like a
Bye.
little blazer. He hangs up before I can respond. Rose is still charming. as
Who was
ever.
that?
Who was that? Looked up from my phone to see Rebecca. Becca giving me a question.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose? The one you said who trained you for
you
your
moved
job
and
back when you
talked.
started? You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Wait, mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about?
You a little too excited.
Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
As soon as I heard those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge
What are
bonus.
you doing at this high school?
They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier.
How she got a real estate job? If she
They're
in high
desperate.
school?
I'm
She
desperate. It's
must be a teacher.
perfect.
She gotta be a teacher. But who is this girl? A sympathetic look crosses her face.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me.
Bitch, we not asking for money.
Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
Mm-mm. I have to keep myself groaning for out loud. Yeah, bitch, I don't trust y'all like that. In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect when she has that expression.
Becca!
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
Look at the economy. She crossed her arms and grimaces at the thought. Her voice slightly rises as she begins to scold me. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching what is boisterous teenagers.
Stop eating junk! They're cheap, but they're not good for you. You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
I eat a
Hey!
those too.
I eat other things too.
I fold my arms across my chest, mimicking her posture, giving her the best frown I can muster. The same old one I use with my younger siblings when they're being difficult. Instead, she only raises an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
Bitch, don't be investigating
You're just
that shit.
exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Becca's wrinkling her nose by the time I get to the small end of the smallest. Even went to a little green one on the last one. Little green on the last one. I would have laughed at that, even if I didn't know. Even if I didn't know it would lead to only more reprimands from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago? Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating
It's
them.
canned.
I don't want a repeat of last year.
Oh, what happened?
In
last
any
year?
case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
Shakes her head, possibly laughing at the distant memory. What happened? He looks up and I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's better to let Becca talk until she's out of things to say. But when she turns her attention back to me, there's only a warmth in her smile.
What am I going to do with you?
She says this more to herself than me. Her voice is shifting to something kinder, even motherly if I'm looking for the exact word.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing. I already told you before. You're always free to reheat food in my fridge.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
I nod in response, if only to get her to drop the topic, but I'm pretty certain I will never take the offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. It's simply seen plenty of times when friendships would take a turn for the worse just because of unpaid debts. What you don't plan on paying back your debt? Well, I don't blame her because I don't plan on getting into debt in the first place either, so I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue about a lot of small petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movement, she takes a quick glance at something behind me, then snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
She smiles and returns to her desk and then shuffling through pages of rather thick history book. She's probably working on the next week's lesson plan, or trying at least. Her eyes are distant, she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever's on the page. As she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily and raises her hand and goes to shuffle the sounds. And this is precisely why I followed her here. For some reason, for someone who makes a habit out of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of
Hey,
herself.
you sure you can manage on your own?
Oh, she's sick.
I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
I level with her with a flat look. She has a cold for a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather is not agreeing with her lately. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left medicine the doctor prescribed. Look who's being
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine.
Girl, put on a mask
For now,
and
just
keep it
go to
pushing.
work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you. I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Why do I even bother? There's no stopping her once she's decided something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it wearily in the place that I left it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
Alright, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Look at y'all bitches taking
Rebecca!
care of each other.
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation and my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. Friday, October 21st. Okay. I hail the passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out in the countryside. I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently everyone in Luxembourg City knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of the name is enough for the locals to give you a cautious sidelong glance. I learned the hard way the first time I commuted there. It only boosted my belief that there's something more to the house. Even the news of it being renovated and placed back up for the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later, but the place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I avert my eyes from the window once the building shrank into the distance and get against the countryside, although a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. We might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Life has this way of messing things up like that. Halfway through reading the papers, my phone rings again. I pick it up without looking, nearly tucking it between my ear and my shoulder. Probably just Rose again anyway.
Rose?
No, it's Ash.
Guess again.
That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village? I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
After y'all fucking with her.
Shut up!
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Asshole.
Whatever. Bye.
Stupid asshole. Always teasing me whenever he sees a chance. I'll show him who's tough. Journal updated. It takes a few more minutes till I've reached the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. It looks better than it first did. You know, I got birds and shit flying around. Despite all of this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and only the rustling leaves can be heard through the occasional breeze passes. While Anselm Village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear and the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate looming presence just makes the place all the more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, imagine how this place looks at night.
You planning to go inside that place, Missy?
The voice nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. A beat passes while I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is non-committal. Immediately, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment, and I immediately slap myself from spacing out and promptly hand him the fare with an apologetic look. I expected him to leave as soon as I paid, but there was a hesitant expression on him, as if something hasn't been said
Is there
yet.
something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
And then he just left no ass there. I would have had my own goddamn car. I wouldn't take no motherfucking taxi to get there, cause as soon as I need to get away from that bitch, what got my black ass in the Jeep, drove off. He drives off. But what he said left a foreboding feeling in my gut. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. It's not like I have a choice anyway. If I want to get that bonus and the commission, one way or another, I gotta sell this property. The door is ajar when I get to it, however, my own copy of the key dangled uselessly in my hand. Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. Maybe the only people here Maybe we may be the only people here this early, but I've never known her as someone that's careless. Ooh. Entering what greets me inside leaves me gaping. They cleaned every corner, rats the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook and cranny and crevice, and made it spick and span. Yeah, it's clean. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing for modern day lords and ladies. No matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. It is stained glass window in the back of old girl and her man's. I can dig it. As though it's going to eat you alive. If you ask me, they should have just listened to what the other people have been telling them and left this place alone. Some things in this world are better left alone, never to be disturbed again.
Rose?
I called out.
Rose, I'm here. Where?
Oh, my bad. I'm pressing the buttons too fast. My voice echoes softly through the hallways. Oh, who am I kidding? This place is big. I don't think she'll hear me, no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. But
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
how is it not recognized? We asking the same question. We was just talking on that motherfucking phone. It's not like she was eating by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away. Don't be saying all that shit, girl. Come on. No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. We not gonna say it's hunted till we see us an actual ghost. When we see us a ghost, then it's hunted. She probably just wandered deeper into the house and lost signal or something. I dialed her number again, hoping the call would connect this
The
time.
number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
But to no avail. Oh boy, I have a very bad feeling. about
Rose?
this.
If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't going to work. This place is so big, she can be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. I take in cover and notice something move above the grand staircase. Did something move above the grand staircase while I was fucking reading?
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you? Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out.
It moved above. I missed it because I was fucking reading the fucking thing.
Not coming out, huh? Fine. I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's alright. Come on, please give me something. Please, Lord. Okay, connected.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
Oh god, she's been she done got.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A full moment's passing until it's
I'm sick.
not the
What?
attic.
The attic.
Got cut off. Now how we get to a fucking attic? How deep inside the mansion? How deep inside the mansion the attic is? There's barely any signal there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all places, she makes me go fetch her in the most creepiest room of this place. Is she doing this to get back at me for being late? Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner we meet up, the sooner I'll feel better about being here. I thought we was gonna get the fuck up out of here. I carefully make my way up the staircase, the head wobbling as I mentally curse the fact that I've chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top of the grand hallway greets me. While the window's open, it branches out in two major wings of the mansion state. East Wing and the West Wing. There are 2 attics here, one on each side. The east one has been converted into a storage room of sorts, and somehow I can least likely find holes to wander there by herself. She never did like going into stuffy storage rooms. So head towards the west wing first, where the simple wooden door at the end of the hall opens up to a small room. Inside, there's a set of steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase, though, the stairs to the attic are steep and narrow and made of stone, covered with a thick coating of dust that keeps kicking up into the air with every step. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the doors behind me, I might have easily stumbled and fallen. How old is this place? There's no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up. They didn't bother to add one when they why they didn't bother to add one when they renovated escapes me. Jeez, they didn't recognize the rest of the house. They did it with the rest of the house. A small bedroom welcomed me at the end. It's the attic. It looks exactly the same since the last time I've been here. Full of dust, worn out, and faded by time. I thought they cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? The cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not there. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? It could have been a dream. I thought the creepy ambiance of the state was doing such a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake. I'm sure she said she's here. Is this a prank? Or maybe the phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Oh, shut up, brain. You're not helping me. Don't make this scarier than it already is. But if she's not here, then where is she? Bitch, what you doing? What the hell was that? Yeah. That's it. I can't do it anymore. I'm leaving. We must have angered the spirits living here. I knew it was disturbing to mention it was a bad idea right from the very start, but nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said. They think I'm cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. Me and my outlandish black backwater country beliefs. I've always tried to be a model employee, but not this time, no. Turning back for my sake of sanity. Blair really can find another agent who is more fucking realistic to tour people around this haunted house. Before leaving, I take one last look at that gloomy old room, just to check.
What's this?
My worries about Rose's whereabouts has caused me to miss it when I first entered the room, but there's clearly something on the floor. Do I see something on the floor in this screen? It looks like a letter. Oh shit. That's the title of this motherfucking game. Lying on the ground is a couple of inches away from my feet. Out of sheer curiosity, I leaned down to pick it up. Strange. I don't recall seeing this the last time I was here. A few days back, me and a few other agents expected the mansion to prepare for today. I had been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and certainly hadn't been here before. Someone must have left it in this room since then. Did Rose leave it for me? Was she here a while ago? I couldn't have missed her though. Could I? There's only one set of stairs leading to this attic. The letter isn't exactly in pristine condition, it looks rather ancient. The paper is so thin and rough, I worried it might fall apart if I so much as touch it. But with great care I open it, and what I read shakes me to my core.
What?
Oh my god.
What? Oh my god.
I'm being this bitch thinking the same thing. Nothing will help me. That's not just regular crimson pen. It's blood, girl. Send this to 5 people or else.
Send this to 5 people or else. Or else what? Or else what?
Quickly as I scan the back of the paper to make sure I'm not missing on this second page. There's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
My hand trembles As the dread creeps over me, this room is suddenly colder. I need to get out of here. Folding the paper in half, the sight that greets me next has me frozen on spot. Oh shit, what the fuck is it? Oh my god! I wouldn't even look up. A pair of blood-soaked feet, like, oh my goodness, how we ain't see that shit? It is too much. It better be just the feet. My feet won't even move, I'm completely paralyzed. Do I want to look up at this? Here's the thing, in real life, if I looked up, I'm whooping this ass. Whoever's feet it belongs to, I need to face it. If I'm going to die, they're going to kill me. At least I knew what my killer looks like. And confront. Cold comfort. With a deep breath, I summon every courage and I shut down. Oh my god!
Please!
Beat her ass. I would have beat her ass on sight.
No!
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would have beat her ass. But it won't open. Look, she got one bow leg. We would have beat her ass. She's still standing there. We could have jumped on her by now. We could have got her. My heart sinks in. It really does in. I'm really locked in. Locked in with that
Let
team.
me out! Let me out! Lord, please, let me out!
It slowly approaches as I turn the doorknob. Ah! It's coming! Hurry up! Ah! Why she? Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy as shit. No wasting time, I leaped out the door and don't look back. My feet pound against the ground and the rhythm so loud fast my beating heart. By the time I run past the hallway, I find myself at the top of the grand staircase. My chest feels so tight like it's going to burst. But that's nothing compared to the feeling of the sight of the exit gives me. Racing down the stairs, a breathy laugh escapes me. And my shoe slips. Oh my god, bitch, why are you falling? Pick yourself up, girl. Oh my god, you done let the bitch catch up.
No. Go away.
Why you let the bitch catch up? See, we not one of those people that fall in horror movies. We kind of more of a Brenda. We gonna beat your ass first. Buzz breaks the silence. I stop the rules and pull the unconscious against my own will. I never felt this tired before. I just want to sleep instead, but the insistent buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. My old mattress may not be the comfiest of places, but that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make me any more eager to wake up. Isabella?
5 more minutes, Becca.
I swat away at the nudging persistently at my side. Come on. Can't I just get a few more extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. A light hand tapping my cheek, something cold suddenly pressed against the back of my head. The icy sensation is now slowly spreading through my area and gives me an uncomfortable feeling.
It's your wife. Isabella? Isabella? Stop. Can you hear me? Isabella?
The fog immediately lifts in my moment, recognizes the voice in the eyes and snaps open. Oh, it's the old girl. There's Rose looking down at me, and a woman who is beside her, but my attention is focused on my co-agent, who even asked why someone else is there with her. Rose's posture just screams worried. although she's keeping a straight face, or at least trying to. I can't feel bad for making her fret. A wave of dizziness comes over me as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Luckily, the feeling subsides after a few seconds, only the throbbing somewhere on the back of my head remains. With a little assurance from Rose, I push myself upright. She hands me an ice pack and gestures for me to press it where I suspect the small bump has already formed if a light ache in the area indicates anything.
Alright, Isabella, where are we?
The Ermengarde mansion. Ow, my head.
And the date today?
October 21st?
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
Oh my god, don't make me do that
15, 14, 13, 12. No, that's wrong. Why are we doing this?
She's just checking if your injury is in any way serious.
This time, I curiously regard the woman standing beside Rose. It's impossible to overlook her now. She's with the way she's towers over us. So she's a big bitch. She gonna look like a big bitch. And here I thought Rose was already tall. Who is she anyway? One of the remaining cleaning crew. She's clearly not a cleaning crew. But with how primly dressed she is, I don't think anyone want to clean in that suit, an expensive suit at that. The gloves must have already cost a fortune. Her eyes surely sits between me and Rose, considering us with almost unreadable expression, before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help but fold my arms protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from a cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like our supervisor during the evaluation.
Just do it, please.
I them both and recite everything as she asked. Ro releases a breath of relief once I know.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance. Are you alright?
As inspiration still takes place over the dull ache. The memory is a little thirsty, but the attic and...
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
Someone? You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews. The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last-minute...
No, not any of those. I'm not actually sure. Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place.
Well, both Rose and the lady looked at me like I'd grown another head. Did I say something weird? Rose quickly casts an apologetic smile to the woman for the awkward silence and stretches on further. It's her saleswoman side, the same one that's taught me back when I was still her trainee. I should sell this troublesome client to avoid the trouble in general, she advised. Also, the same one she once gave me when I've done something particularly absurd that may cause us to lose a potential sale. Her eyes seriously turns back to me. She takes both my shoulders and squeezes it with as much patience as she can muster.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you. You know, signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call. Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really alright? What happened?
I don't know. It's all a bit blurry. I remember I was looking for you, but you weren't in the attic. And there's... whoever it is. Then I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down. Oh no. Do you think someone came in while you were out? You left the main door open. We are so going to get into big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
Perhaps it is a concussion.
Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work.
Who's this girl? Wait, hold your horses, Rose. I can't just miss an important skill because of a minor bump in the head. An extremely minor bump. If it was bleeding,
Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house, alone. And in a mansion this big?
But there is a part where I completely may use the BRC promise, that bonus BRC promise, but that's completely besides the point. Rose gives me a skeptical look when I return to the cold emptiness to compress her, push myself off the floor. I have to use the staircase railing to guide myself up, but otherwise I feel fine.
I'm A-okay!
The two of them exchange a glance and Rose assumes a contemplative look. I bite my lower lip in anticipation if she says
Right,
no.
you in.
A smile threatens to slip out from me.
If I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No questions asked.
It's just a small bump.
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. It could be a serious injury for all we know.
It's only a small cough against the walls in the foyer, interrupting our banter. The woman is looking unexpectedly at the two of us. Her stare must be shrinking back into a little on myself. She isn't really intimidating. Well, she is, but not in the scary negative way. Far from it, her demeanor actually commands the air of sophistication and respect. In a different world, a younger me probably would have wished to be like her. At our lack of response, she coughs again, lifting a well-trimmed eyebrow at me in question. Words get caught in my throat at the sight of it, and Roll is usually swift to catch my blood.
My sincerest apologies, Mrs.
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
Marianne McCulloch, directly at Rose Designs. She's an interior designer. The word interior design catches my eye before my partner flips it over. Oh, it's probably someone interested in mansion for its 17th century influences. I won't hold it against her though. Despite the hearsay, I remember and remaining uninhabited for years, the mansion's original fittings and furnitures have been kept completely intact and restored to pristine condition. I suppose some people find that trip to the past appealing. After all, with what it offers, this place could also be for people looking to live somewhere with classic historical charm.
Miss McCullough, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough. In the meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please.
Thanks. There's no need for it, though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the place. I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
Rose's confusion is impossible to miss when she glances at me, and I return it with a equally perplexed look. Against my better judgment, I blurt out the first question that comes to mind.
I'm sorry. Homeowners?
I should have kept my mouth shut. A flash of irritation crosses my face, but it instantly disappears under a mask of professional detachment.
Yes. Hannah Wright? I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home. This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
It is, but...
She pauses, possibly trying to find the words to fix the awkward situation without offending someone. We'll check with our supervisor. A few moments giving me enough time to clear my head of any nervousness, and because I'm like, you said
It is, ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
What do you mean?
I almost flinch when she turns her gaze upon me, but I stand my ground. Yeah, because what you talking about? I'm the real estate agent. I would know if my shit been sold. I may screw up at times, so it doesn't mean I haven't learned a thing or two in the 5 years about how the business works.
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now.
She nods, seemingly deep in thought after I finished. She appears to be a reasonable person anyway, given the proper explanation she surely understands.
I thought something looked odd when I arrived here. Excuse me, I think I need to make a call to my secretary. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
Oh, we saved the deal, girl. With a slight wave of our hand, she leaves us. This seems to be the end of it. Both Rose and I believe breathe a sigh of relief. Disaster averted. I don't miss the thumbs up she gives me for doing it. I also don't miss the thumbs up she gives me for doing a good job, but I can't help but swell with pride. I've already prepared myself to dial the number to the Luxembourg office and check and see, even if she didn't ask for it. I'll be very frustrated if for some reason something has already been decided without me or Rose's knowledge. That's a whole new level of unfair, which we've been working hard on this. Moments later, McCollin returns, looking frustrated, but with an apology clear in her face. I feel a little sorry for her having to go through all this trouble.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here. I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might...
Certainly. You could stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive. And, Isabella? I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those. Can you please get it for me?
Yeah, we might as well. Rose takes a glance at her wristwatch before tossing me a
And hurry! We've still got a few minutes to double check those papers.
Okay, got it.
Two of them disappear behind to the parlor's door. The departure begins the stillness to keep me company, neither welcoming nor comforting. Alone like this, it's impossible not to think of what really happened. I wish the memory wasn't as elusive as it normally is. Then again, Rose already said she didn't receive a call from me. Was it just paranoia or a temporary lapse in judgment? Having heard all those tales about this place, bitch, we saw some bullshit in the attic. I would have told that bitch I was sick. I'm sick. I got COVID. I can't come. A small part of my except the small part of my mind begins to differ. Am I going to completely be honest with myself? I want nothing more than to leave this place as soon as possible, but we broke. I don't know what's in this house, and I don't want to know. The keys Rose just handed me dig into my palm as its jagged edge is creating a small, shallow ridge on my skin from how hot I'm clutching it. I remember what I still need to do and why I've taken this job in the first place. Hugging my blazer coat to my body, I exited the house to get what Rose asked of me. Just a few more hours, Isabella. Oh, we gonna be in this. So we're gonna have to solve the mystery within a few hours, sell the house and get the money. Oh. A flock of people have already arrived, gathering at the mansion. It's front yard by this time. We are officially ready to open the doors. So I feel like I've been recording for a hot minute, so let's save this right here and we're gonna come back and really get into the house.